Hey, this is Dawn with New Dawn Exercise Therapy, and today I want to talk to you about how to squat without hurting your knees. How to squat if your knees hurt you when you do that particular exercise. I've got a lot of clients, and a lot of times they'll say, I just can't squat, my knees kill me when I do that. Generally, I would say almost always, we can find a way for them to squat that is pain-free. So I want to talk to you about 4 ways you can find to do your squats that will still help you keep them in your workouts. I like squats because they're amazing. They hit your hips, they hit your legs. They're just kind of a powerhouse movement for your lower body. And it's functional training, it's day to day. It's stuff that you do every day. You gotta squat down and grab something off the floor. To be honest, if you have to get down in the toilet, which really all of us have to, that's a squatting motion. We need to be able to keep this in our movements and not avoid it. So let's talk about that. First of all is your form, okay? I always tell my clients when you get ready to squat, no matter what stance we're gonna do or with the ball, and we're gonna review that in a moment, we're gonna put more weight in our heels, we're gonna stick out your hips, and when we come up, we wanna think about pushing through those heels. I emphasize weight in the heels, less in the balls of the feet. And notice when I squat down, my knees aren't going over my toes. And I'm sitting down just a little bit like an imaginary chair. So what I want to do is, as we're coming down, instead of putting weight in the balls of your feet, which will put load in the knees and make you work your quads more, if I can get you to put more weight in your heels right there, I take a load off the knees, and it uses my butt muscles on the way up. So that is a biggie. Putting weight in your heels, keeping it less in the balls of the feet will really, really help you. So one of the options, option number 1, if you're having a hard time with your squats, we can do something called a plie squat. We take the feet real wide, and I've got my toes turned out to the corners. I'm just gonna go down a little bit and up, okay? So again, we've got the weight in the heels, and we're only going low enough to where we feel the muscles start to work, but not where there's pain. So as I come up, I'm thinking about lifting up through my butt muscles, and I'm gonna be using my inner thighs. And I'm not gonna go down very low, okay? As you feel better and better, you can go lower. So you can try a plie squat. Second option is using a ball, a big Swiss ball. So what I would do is have you get against a wall, and this ball goes into the curve of the lower back. Now this can be really nice if you have back issues because we're gonna keep you totally upright. So when you get ready to do this, we want the feet about shoulder width apart. I'm walking forward so that it feels like I'm leaning into the ball. Now I'm gonna squat down, and I don't wanna go into the point of pain. Maybe you're gonna start really small with these and just go to where you feel like the muscles are working but the knees aren't bothering you. Now once again, as I'm coming down, you can't tell, but I'm putting a lot of weight in my heels right here, and I'm pushing up through my heels. Again, that uses the butt, a lot less here and a lot less pulling in the knee. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my ball aside. The other option we have is taking a stance wide. Now we did the plie squats earlier, but we had your toes turning out. Well, this time my feet are wider than shoulder width or hip width apart, and I could just try that. And I'm not gonna go quite as low with my feet this wide. So that might help, and it might just put your knees in a different position where they don't bother you as much when you squat. Finally, to try, if your knees have been bothering you when you squat, I'm still gonna keep my feet here about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna keep it small. Just little ones, okay? I'm gonna stop before it hurts. I don't wanna work through the pain. I wanna find a way to squat where I can do it and it doesn't hurt. So I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. It's very small. I could even hold weights here if I needed it, but it's just tiny. So I'm bending forward a little, sticking this out, not letting my knees go over my toes like that, sitting my hips back, okay? So those are some options for your squats. I want you to give those a shot, see if they work for you. I'm thinking the ball might be your best option to get started with a new variation on a squat, since we're keeping you upright and not letting your knees go over towards those toes. So that's it for today. If I can help you out with anything else, please get in touch with me. My contact information is in the links, probably below. And I wish you a great day, and I'll see you soon.